All right, now we got that all settled. What I actually showed you was the thoroughbred horseshoes. Horseshoesonline.com wristband. The person that just totally missed the stake there was Rick, and he's shooting against Steve on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, your narrator, Qukslvr, myself, me, this dude, against Gary. I just noticed something that Rick was doing, and he's saying, no, 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 no. No, no, no. You're wrong, Dave. Rick said he was doing that warming up, and he was killing it. Well, he was. He was destroying it in warm-ups. And when I'm saying warm-ups, it's not like a one or two shoes or three or four shoes. It was like a good solid half hour. He was just shoes were definitely there. And now we go into the second game, and he's struggling a little bit. So that's what a lot of that happens. I don't know if it happens to you guys. You can throw in the comments if it does. Where you get to maybe like a tournament or a leagues or something like that. You start warming up, and you're like, oh, I got this. Perfect. This is great. Then leagues start up. After you sit for about 5 or 10 minutes while everybody, dresses the pits, sprays the stakes, and then you start, and, it was 5 or 10 minutes since the last time he shot, and all of a sudden it's like, why I'm not hitting no more. What the heck's going on? It's like night and day. It's just like you got to keep killing it. You sit down, take a break. There's like a disconnect there. And that's the same thing. Last weekend I was playing cornhole in a tournament, and I drew this guy. Didn't know him from Adam. I never shot with him before, and I couldn't even. A couple of them I couldn't even keep on the board. It's like one out of the 4 were on the ground, and right there I'm thinking, something's going on. Something's happening. And the other ones were going like to the left of the hole. My partner was getting aggravated, and I actually saw him. He had a lot of promise kind of thing. You can see his skill level was there. He knew how to throw the bag, but I think he was. Agitated, to say the least, with the way I was throwing. And so we lost the first. It's a double elimination, so we lost the first match. And this is like a I think it was like 16, 17 teams. And here we are. We got eliminated so quick. So I asked him for his bags. So I was throwing his bags. I just went to an empty board. And I just started rapid fire throwing 4 bags down, walk down, pick them up, 4 bags down. I just get my arm warmed up to it. That's a nice I sort of grabbed onto the stake and tried to get off a little bit. There you go. Ringy dingy. Shoot to 10 right away. So I think that's and like leagues, we don't have that that open pit or a pit you can walk off and just sort of like, you know, practice and warm up onto the stake, because you're in the thick of it and you have to, you know, deal with it as it comes, because you have no time to warm up. But with the cornhole, we had like 2 or 3 extra boards at the end. So I just walked over there and waiting for everybody to get done, waiting for my next game, and I just started just rapid firing and get my arm warmed up. And at that same time, my partner came over and he started throwing them back, so I didn't have to walk. And all of a sudden, we're, you know, starting to do a lot better, lining stuff up, getting all our pushes, throwing airmails. Needless to say, we that got our confidence rolling, and we had a double dip. We made it all the way to the finals. One for me, horrible. Made it all the way to the finals. We had to double dip the top dogs there, the top seed there, and King of the Hill. And needless to say, I think we only allowed them 4 points on the first game, and then we skunked them on the second game. And Pete Maurer was had asked every now and again. He asks different questions, and one of the questions is, do you do better in doubles, singles, whatever, you know, what's the best format you think you do? And it's definitely, if anything, if I get out of the double competition, having to deal with the partner, and I can get into a good rhythm, darts, cornhole, horseshoes, anything. That's a good 3, Steve.
That's good looking from your teammates' point, and very ugly from ours. Honestly, it looks pretty good from down here.
I just like having the control and the rhythm, and it's a different rhythm. Old teammate, Dan's brother, Al, who's on Bud Shooters, O'Leary Bud Shooters. When we used to play afterwards, he'd play 1 or 2 games in singles, and he would be so fast. I mean, the pace that he would set is like boom, 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 fast, fast, fast. Let's walk, walk, walk. Pick him up, throw him. Let's go. Do we throw him? Let's go. Get him. Go down there, pick him back up. And it was just a really fast pace, and that always used to like upset me. Like, I'm like, my God, it's so fast. But now that I've done so much practicing in my past, and I've got that fast rhythm, I love when you're on, you stay on. So I got 3 on that one. So I was able to Al always used to beat me. And I got to a point where I'm like, hey, Al, you want to play singles for $5 like we used to? And he's like, okay, sure. And yeah, it was not even funny. At the end of that, Al was looking at me like, what? Where'd you come from? I'm like, hey, it's called practice, buddy. And you're not doing it, and I am. So that's why it was a big swing. And plus, I was keeping up his pace, and I was actually pushing him to go even faster. He's probably thinking, I love this pace. This is going to mess him up. It did not. Nice. Right back to 18. Nice and quick. And like I said before, they need to get a win on the old handicap system. They need 9. And they started with 4, so they've gotten 5 so far. So far, this game is not a game they would have won, even with the 12-point handicap, if this gets closed out right now. And hopefully that ringer will stay, and we get the win. Yep. So even with 12, they wouldn't have won. So that's 4 wins, and one of them they would have actually won. So I think the second game. All right, so thanks for watching. And I know that story had nothing to do with horseshoes, but thanks for listening.